Hummingbirds are unique in many ways, but they share with all other birds the need to breed. The male wire-crested Thorntail has a bizarre way of impressing a female. Its courtship lasts a matter of seconds and was unnoticed until the high-speed camera revealed its unusual nature. For a bird living on a knife edge, the display appears an extravagant flaunting of energy. And it may be designed to do just that, to show off the male's fitness. Despite all his energetic endeavors, this female remains unimpressed.
Speaking of new generations, the young male peacock is stepping out. Adulthood brings new feathers and new confidence. Oh, who's this good-looking fellow? Back to business. This female isn't impressed, but the youngster doesn't take it too hard. He won't grow a full train until he's 3 years old. In the meantime, he'll do his best with his meager endowments. The females have their eyes on someone else. Now he's a prince. This driveway looks like the place to be. But wherever there are females and plenty of testosterone, trouble is not far behind. Beaten and bloodied, the youngster leaves the ring. The prince has seen it all before. He won't engage in these juvenile power struggles. But when a new group of females arrives, it's time for the master to take the stage. Every year, he grows a new train, each more magnificent than the last. Now, the seduction begins. The hen inspects him from every angle. Not yet. This calls for more advanced moves. A pause, a subtle signal, and she leads him forward. The deed done, he's right back to work. The females choose him again and again and again. Some guys get all the luck. For the youngster, well, maybe next year.
Winter is giving way to spring. Black grouse. With spring in the air, it's time to breed. Well, almost. The females won't show up for a while yet. For now, this is a meeting of males only. They're here to leck, strut their stuff until the females eventually turn up to pick a winner. Like any gathering, there's a fair share of posing. Plenty of posturing. And some seriously fancy footwork. To start with, it's mostly just for show. A little sizing up and a clean contest so far. But that's done it. This strange scene carries on every morning, every evening, and often through the day, for weeks on end. By the time the females show up, whoever dominates the center ground will win the right to mate. Until then, anything goes.
Most fruit is highly nutritious, and this has helped shape the sex lives of one resident, the cock of the rock. Each morning, after quickly filling up on fruit, the fabulously coloured males gather at a communal display area, a lek. Each male owns a low-level perch, and below it a small patch of ground. It is because they are fueled by fruit that the males can spend most of the day displaying. The males compete amongst themselves, trying to drive other males from their perches. The arrival of a plain-coloured female, and the males descend to their individual areas. Curiously, the males now stop calling and hardly move. They wait with all their feathers pumped up, hoping the female will visit their patch. Males try to disrupt each other's displays, barging into the scene mid-action. The female watches and assesses the quality of the males on offer. The males use patches of sunlight to heighten their splendor. She has chosen a male on the far edge of the lek, where mating discreetly takes place.
Strutting his stuff, head held high, chest puffed out, he's ready to mate. Ostriches can't sing like other birds. Instead, his booming call signals who's boss in this territory. European hunters often mistook the sound for the roar of a lion. Today it seems to be having the desired effect, catching the attention of one of his hens. He needs to mate and hatch his chicks, all in time for the annual rains. But this is a complicated courtship, and it could go on for 2 weeks. With little flicks of her wings, she begins to lead him on a merry chase. Luring him across the desert, she tests his speed and agility. Trust an ostrich to use a running race to woo a mate. But he's not crossed the finish line yet. It's time for some fancy footwork. After all, he's got to make the most of what he's got. He's going to have to dance his way into her heart. For the locals, it's quite a show. The backdrop to every drama here is the hostile Namib Desert. The ostriches of the Namib Desert must endure temperatures that can reach over 50 degrees. The male is yet to mate. But in the burning heat of the day, he's more interested in keeping cool. He spreads his wings and stands his feathers on end, letting air through to his skin. His bare neck dissipates the remaining heat. His feathers are the secret to his survival. And as the day loses its heat, he prepares to use them in a spectacular show. His mating display reveals him in all his glory. In the 19th century, the desire for ostrich plumes in London and Paris forced feathers to the prices of diamonds and gold, and fueled an industry of power, sex, greed, and glamour. Today, they make him irresistible. Most male birds don't have a penis. Instead, both the male and female birds have an opening called a cloaca. The male ostrich is different. He does have a penis that he enlarges with lymph fluid. The normal weight restrictions imposed on flying birds don't apply to him. Over the next few weeks, his dancing display becomes a daily event, and he'll mate with many of the hens drawn to see his feathered finery for themselves.
Albatrosses spend most of their lives at sea, and they have to come down to Earth to breed. This albatross colony, though, is different. You see, there's a problem at Capercaillie Point, a problem with demographics. Of the albatrosses that journeyed here from that lost colony, nearly 2/3 were female. That means there aren't enough males to go around, and there's just no way a single female can raise a chick. Incubating an egg and rearing a hatchling is such a long commitment, at least 30 weeks. An albatross can't do it all alone. It takes two. So what can they do about it? The answer began to emerge just a few years ago. And for the researchers here at Capercaillie Point, it was completely unexpected. They were shocked that at some of the nests there were 2 eggs. One was inside, while the other had been pushed out. But an albatross never lays more than a single egg in a breeding season. Where did those extra eggs come from? Genetic testing revealed that the eggs were laid by 2 different females. two females that were sharing the nest in a same-sex partnership, like these two. This same-sex couple does almost everything a male-female couple would do. They take their time getting reacquainted after leading separate lives for months. They have to be in sync. Of course, at least one of them has to mate with a male. If both females end up laying eggs, they'll keep one and reject the other, though we have no idea how they make the choice. These two come back here year after year to share nest duties, and they're far from unique. Genetic testing revealed that more than 30% of the breeding pairs at Cayena Point are same-sex female couples. It's not a perfect solution. Only one of the parents gets to pass on her genes to their chick. But for the next breeding season, they may swap roles and incubate the other partner's egg. Someday, when their chick is grown, she'll return to this colony to meet her partner, male or female, and together they'll rear a young one of their own.
Like the blue Manakin, it has a very different social life to the Murikies. The males are splendidly colourful, whilst the female is a more modest olive. But when she arrives at a particular branch, a group of males quickly assembles. Their dance display was not good enough this time. It's the riches of the Mater Adlunchica, in particular the easy availability of fruit, that allows the male manakins to spend so many hours each day dancing. Even without a female, the local males will gather to practice their dance routines. These males are not related, and yet they work as a team. Only a coordinated effort will impress a female. Without a good team display, none of these birds will get the chance to mate. The moment of truth. A female has arrived. There is a strict hierarchy amongst the manakins, and the alpha male is often the oldest bird. Only he has a chance of mating. The others are just the support act. So why do they dance when they have no prospect of mating? They have no choice, for a female will not mate with a lone dancer. So every male must join a group and wait his turn. It may take as long as 10 years to become top bird. And in that time, a male will have danced for thousands upon thousands of exhausting hours. The alpha male calls an end to the display. The others bow, and he goes to the mating perch. The female is not impressed. Obviously, more practice required. Back to the training ground. They can survive in small pockets of forest. But for a young male like this, there is an uncertain future. It will be 10 years before he will have a chance to lead his own display team. By the time he has learned from his elders and is ready to breed, the forest may no longer exist. He could be dancing into oblivion. But there is hope.
Golden pheasants. It's all show for them. The courtship of the circus. This seems like a much more fun way to choose a mate.
Strange clacking sounds echo through the underbrush, reminiscent of Spanish castanets. Black-billed Capercaillie have gathered on their traditional leks. The males go to great lengths to impress the hens. Almost all the hens feel attracted to the one magnificent and boisterous male at the center of the lek. The hierarchy among the males has been established in violent battles before the winter. Now the male energy goes into display. The most wanted male never gets a break. In his quarters, more and more hens are lining up. They all want the same, the best possible genes for their offspring. The hens wait patiently for their turn.
The islands are important for the magnificent Frigatebirds as well. This is one of their main breeding colonies. The males compete for females in a curious manner, inflating their chests and appearing like large animated balloons. The females survey the males from above, picking their partners whilst on the wing. The larger the sack and noisier the call, the more attractive a male seems to be.
Love is in the air. Female sage grouse visit a breeding ground, known as a lek, to shop for a mate. The girls are notoriously finicky. At almost 2 kilos, the male is substantial, and his amorous display makes him even larger. swelling the twin air sacs on his chest and swishing his feathers, he's dressed to impress. The males square off, defending their bit of turf. The flashier fellow runs off the less experienced bird, hoping to catch the eye of the ladies. His threatened species depends on it.
Before dawn, the males gather. Standardwing Birds-of-Paradise. Their aerial display is totally unique, as are the translucent feathers from which they get their name. Very little is known about these weird creatures. Their display seems to be a bizarre mix of the different gatherings and dances of New Guinea's birds of paradise. They're adorned like the plumed dancing birds, but daylight also reveals an iridescent breast shield, much like the shapeshifters. Cut adrift for millions of years, standardwings are the most unusual birds of paradise.
Thank you for watching. Did you like this video? Tell us in the comments, and please like, share, and subscribe to the Terra channel. Until next time.